everybody, welcome back to the Breach. It's time for the Blitzkrieg team with the Mantis pilot Kazakh. In FTL, Mantises are your combat specialists. In exchange for being really good at combat, they're really bad at repair. They usually bring an engineer to take care of that for them. In this game, no repair at all. A 2 damage melee attack with shove will replace it. Now that is an extraordinary skill. The shove alone is good, but the 2 damage... Imagine the Flame Behemoths having this pilot last round. Against a Scion at the start, Kazakh could take it out without any help at all. That would be really nice on a support mech to have that ability. Not being able to repair, some teams that doesn't matter too much. This team it will. It's going to be a very harmful thing. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's look at the Blitzkrieg team. The Lightning mech, the Prime, has the electric whip. The entire squad is built around this weapon. It hits for 2 units and any unit touching it. Allies included, to my dismay. So this weapon can be upgraded to chain through buildings without harming them somehow, and also be upgraded to 3 damage, and that's it. We have to figure out how to kill all the enemies with this weapon, pretty much. That's all we've got. Now the problem obviously is, what do we do about the 4 and 5 HP enemies? That's a tough one that we'll have to just keep them out of harm's way for a turn while we get ready for another whip. The second problem is, what do we do if they're not lined up like they are there? How do we get them in position? Well, the rest of our squad's supposed to help with that, and they're not bad at that job. The hook mech has a grappling hook to pull enemies over to it, and to pull itself out of danger if need be. It usually will not be pulling itself out of danger, though. It actually puts itself in danger on purpose, because it has armored status. We're going to put the hook mech in the middle of the circuit to complete it and hit more enemies. It's going to knock that damage from 2 to 1. Hopefully survive. This is why repair on the Mantis being gone is going to harm me, because I feel like this is the ideal mech to have a support skill like that, to be able to do direct damage. And we won't be able to fix up the mech that I plan to also be in the middle of the line of fire. And we will not be putting the boulder mech in the circuit, because it only has 2 HP. It's not unheard of for players to lose this pilot to complete the circuit because they have a really good shot. This is probably the most likely pilot to die in the whole game. The boulder mech pilot, you just want to make that circuit finish. But it will kill the mech if you do it, at least until you get an HP upgrade. The rock accelerator fires a rock that does 2 damage and shoves left and right. But the rock itself is metallic, apparently, because it also completes the circuit. So ideally, you would use the projectile to complete the circuit. Another interesting fact is this rock can be used to block spawns. If you shoot it at nothing, just put it over a spawn. And that goes into Hold the Line. Block 4 emerging Vec in a single turn. We only have 3 mechs, but we can use the rock for the 4th one or an enemy. This is actually, in my opinion, the hardest achievement on this team. It's difficult for 2 reasons. The first is, to even cause 4 Vec to emerge at once, you have to completely wipe out the team. That is a lot of Vec to be spawning. The second problem is, obviously, we need the emerging Vec to be in the right position for us to be able to block all 4 of them. This challenge here, the Lightning War, 2 corporate islands in 30 minutes, we will be doing this. It's a tough one, though. We'll be doing very quick islands. We won't have time to stop. The clock runs during the map screen, during conversation, during shops. It just keeps on going, so you have to move at a pace that we have not moved at yet in this LP. So I'll be moving pretty rapidly in this video. Chain attack, going through 10 tiles at once, because it includes the city, and it even shows the city in that little thumbnail. That's really not so bad. This is practically guaranteed to happen. Chain whips like that, we'll get them. We'll get them. Let's do it. Kazakh's getting dropped right on the hook mech as soon as we begin, and I'm going to pick my island quickly. We've already wasted 10 seconds. Here's regen and the blob. That's really good. That's actually my pick. That boss is extremely weak to this weapon. Let's go. In the battle with less than 4 mech damage shouldn't be a problem. We have some mines to help us out. And there's a pod. Well, that's 2 dead enemies. Here's Kazakh's move. I'm curious about something. Where is the time pod destruction thing? Yeah, we need to do 3 islands for that, so I'm not going to destroy the time pod. I was thinking about how I might do that, but since we need to do it on 3 islands, I don't plan on doing 3 islands this time. What I'm actually going to do is a quick run here, and then a second run that isn't so quick, because I would like to show off this team late game. That's when they really have trouble. We do need a 2-island victory, though, so we'll start with that. If the hookshot mech stands here and pulls this guy over, we could zap them all. The problem there is, of course, my boulder mech will die. We can't be doing that. Now, come on now. Let's see. If he just kills this one for me, we can come up here and kill this one. And we can go over here and destroy the regen. Gotta be very careful with that electric whip. Team damage is a huge part of this. It's very easy for this team to lose control. They are one of my favorite teams, maybe my favorite, because they can completely obliterate the enemy in ways that the hazardous team would be envious of. But only if things work out right. If things go badly, we're in trouble. We're getting the most important upgrade right now, the building chain. Harmlessly hitting buildings for 0 and continuing the circuit. Destroying the dam is a really good mission for this team, especially with Kazakh here. We have 3 units who can take care of it. I'm actually going to check and make sure that the lightning is even allowed to attack the dam. I think it is. I expect it to be able to do that. Yeah, it sure is. Okay. Well, what's our move? Let's do this. We'll pull you out. We'll destroy the dam in a second. I'm gonna kill that guy. Nice. Got an alpha to fall into the trap here. Let's do this. Here. And one more boulder. The boulder's the only direct damage we have that's safe to use, because the whip is so harmful to us sometimes. Oh, I do not like that. We'll pull you off. The grapple mech there, the hookshot mech, it can be upgraded to give allies a shield. Pretty nice ability. We'll do this. Ooh, we're gonna live. Well, let me reconsider then. Let's do this instead. No enemy spared. Island 1 usually goes okay. Island 2's a little nasty. Island 3 on this team is a nightmare most of the time. I feel like you need an extra weapon at some point. Defending the train is really tough too. I need to do it to get to this. I could do these other ones. Let's defend the train. I'm feeling reckless. Of all the teams to do this mission, I would say that this one is the most likely to fail. The reason is satellites, bombs, trains, robots that you're supposed to defend, all of those things will die to the whip. That means that I can't use the whip at all on this area over on the left. He can only attack the right. An entire section of the enemies are immune to me right now, to my primary weapon. Thankfully we have Kazakh with us to give us an alternative attack. But if those enemies decide to melee the train, we will not be able to engage them. That's just the way it is. We could actually get the, we could get the 10 achievement right now and reset. There it is. How many tiles was that? Upwards of 12. Well, let's reset. Anyway, that's how easy it is to get that one. This enemy definitely will be killed by you. Hit you over here, and I do not like hornets on this map right now. We'll get rid of that one. 2 enemies with 2 HP. The 2 HP enemies right now, with the whip, they could theoretically line up and just get completely wiped out. They're very nice to see on this team. We're making a good pace. 6 minutes in, Island 1. One more mission to go. The boss must be killed. Satellite launches. I would normally say this would be nearly impossible, but look where those satellites are. It's beautiful. That is extremely nice. Those two are so far away from the fray that I don't really have to worry about the whip destroying them. Instead, we can just wipe these guys out. We may have the opportunity, and I'll take it if I get it because it's a tough thing to do, to block 4 Vex spawn. I think we may. No, we don't. The problem is that this guy up here is just too far away. It's a really picky achievement for sure. I had to keep my boulder mech away from the city or he'd be zapped, which is why I was unable to use that rock to block a spawn there. Here comes 4. I could have done a better job blocking those. Hopefully things work out. If they get near the city. Okay. Issue is I cannot use the hookshot mech here. We're okay because they are not actually attacking us. The position of those satellites made that a really easy mission. I'd say that's a pretty lucky go. Now, as for the slime, I'm really hoping for a reactor power up right now. Like HP, reactor. Who's got the reactor? You're switching. Maybe not. I want this damage upgrade, but we just don't have it still. We're still 1 short. I was thinking I'd get rid of building chain for it, but not quite there yet. The mech HP, though, on the boulder mech for sure. That'll be nice. Look at that movement. This looks good. When you get the shield upgrade on the grappling hook, you can do your best to protect things that the electric whip would kill normally, like bombs. It's not a bad upgrade to get. I usually don't bother with defense, but in the case of this team, I do. Okay, what do we got? Okay, so if I shoot... I can't use the rock anywhere because I'll end up hitting the city if I do. I need to hurry. I don't have time to mess around. Let's just shoot a rock at this guy, as it can knock you down, and we can whip those 2. Now those 2 that just spawned, they will die in 1 whip, so that's going to be really easy to chain. Bosses like this that generate a bunch of units are usually meant to get out of control, but they won't this time. We have a glorious shot, and the boulder mech will survive it. Absolutely doing that. I can't resist. I don't even want to move the hookshot mech. I should, but I don't feel like it. Not moving him allows me to kill some more of these. That sure is a dead boss. Completely wiped out. That was beautiful. Alright. We may have the achievement too. Can we make it? Unfortunately not. Oh yes we can, the movement upgrade coming in handy. Beautiful, that is such a good island. Amazing, I am super happy with that. The only achievement left then is to get the next island done in the next 15 minutes or so. That was an incredible turn. Those Vex spawns lined up just right, we barely made them. Silica. Man. Talk about pilots that solve problems. If he goes on the lightning mech and does his double attack, that's a lot of damage all of a sudden. We want to sell Isabel? I don't think so. We'll trade. We'll hold on to them. Get 3 cores. We still are on a time limit here. We, like I said, the shop does not stop the clock. We got that damage upgrade. But it might be wiser to get the movement or the double shot, I mean. No, we'll keep this. Double shot we'll get later. I generally go to the desert for this team. I don't know why I do that. I just do. It feels like the right place to go. So we'll be doing the entire thing in one go if we can. I have to go to the Earth Mover. I have to be very careful not to hit my friend, the Earth Mover, though. It's going to be rough. I'm not going to have very many lightning shots to do. The problem with Silica is that I have to do it without moving, and that's a tough thing to pull off sometimes. Okay, what do we have? They're both shooting you, you're useless. So we can't make this shot. I wish I could. We do not want to do that, though. How do we get through, then? We could just, not use the lightning here. I hate to not use it, but we could just not. We could just take it easy, kill the bomb Scion, and kill the digger with a slash. This happens sometimes. Lightning whip is very hard to use in the wrong place. We didn't run into that on map 1, but we run into it already on map 2. The Earth Mover is one of the many things that we can't deal with. Okay. A shove here will solve everything. I need to block that spawn shot too. Okay, let's do a better job with the same plan. We don't take that shot just yet. We wait until we shove over. Now we do it, and those two are in trouble. That's better. I'm not going to be able to block Vex spawns very well here. I just don't see 2 more of those happening. Hopefully we get 2. There it is. Okay. Damn, Earth Mover. If I kill him... If I launch a shot there... It's just not dying to it. What if I fire here? We did get the damage upgrade. I'm not going to be able to block the spawns. That's okay. It's a tough mission. Our perfect island bonus is going out the window. Just fire that there and call it. We gotta go. We have some extra time. We still have 16 minutes left, so we're ahead of pace. I wish I could have blocked another spawn there, but I'm not going to worry too much about the perfect islands on this update. More interested in just succeeding the 2-island victory. Ah, did you just get grid defense, Silica? Well, for now, give me that movement. We'll get your other thing later. Defend the bombs. Where are they? They're... Oh boy. That's tough. Let's do something else instead. The volatile Vex sounds bad because it's another protection mission, But it's got 4 HP, and I just need to not hit it with the whip. We have 2 ways to shove it. It's extremely tempting to use the whip, though. Man, wish I could. I could just let it hit me. We'll do the shot. We'll get blown up on a little bit of damage. We will not hit him. We can actually... Well, we don't have a chance to, but we could theoretically grapple out of danger. It's minimal danger. Armored status actually blocks it, that's right. No damage at all. The boulder mech will take a hit, but the boulder mech has 4 HP. Less concerning now. I do believe that the boulder mech's HP upgrade is pretty important. Like I said, that is a very easy pilot to get killed. It's nice to have it survive the battle once in a while. Okay, this should be cleaned up pretty easily. You do have to come from the side to get the block. Oh, the shove on the boulder there. So that's a troublesome thing sometimes. Not this time though, we don't need to bother. That's all wrapped up. Kazakh leveled up. What'd you get? HP. That's a nice thing to see on him. The Terraformer should still be an easy mission, but it's not a building, so once again we have to be careful where we whip. Let's fire over here. Get rid of these 2 jokers. Haha, that's pretty nice. I'm happy with it. We'll check the mountains for fun there. Could have blocked a spawn, but on this map I feel like it's XP time. Usually, anyway. My problem is, how do I get my boy over here free? What's your movement? 3. Let's do this. We'll back up and repair. We'll torch this direction. This is all fine. So far. I do need to go right with the last move, so we're starting to lose control here a little bit. The electric whip's limitations are troublesome. Oh man, the Mantis is in trouble. Kazakh may be dead. Wish the smoke wasn't here. Boulder mech's so far away. Well, I'd rather fail the objective than lose Kazakh, so knock this guy out of the way. Deal with a couple of these jerks. Electric Whip just making a non-mech out of our pilot here. Sometimes it happens. 2 stars down. There's no partial credit on those maps. Let's go to the last easy stars. We could try and defend the bomb since we already lost our perfect island. Let's give it a shot. The hardest mission we could probably face. I wish I could do something about the bomb on the left. I can't. Hate where it's at. Hate it. Over here we can just do this. I think that's the right move. I think we're gonna blow up the left bomb. It sucks, but that's why I was afraid to do it. I don't see a better move than failing that objective, sadly. Perfect islands in this team. Hard sell. We can kill this enemy. Hopefully we can get at least the other bomb, and the coal plant's probably going to be safe. So we'll come out of this with a star, a pod, and a lightning bolt. They've decided to attack the bomb. I don't have anything great to deal with that. Bad news. The boulder mech really needs that extra movement. We're gonna lose both bombs. This is what I get for not getting the shield upgrade on it. I had the opportunity to do that and I didn't take it. Well, goodbye. Goodbye, bombs. Yeah, this smoke, unfortunately, is going to cause that problem. I'll not give you the honor. If I had let him blow himself up, he would have taken a little damage, but that's alright. We do 3 anyway. Either we hit him with the whip or we don't. Ah, my buddy up there. I gotta do something else with my Kazakh friend here. What a nightmare of a mission. Okay, I've solved it. All of my mechs at 1 HP. 2 stars lost. This island went far worse than the first one, but we're through. They were just not good missions for it. They have a mission where a bunch of hornets come out of the ground. You can just destroy them over and over again. Really nice mission, that one. You could really highlight the team's power with that. Shield ally or movement on the boulder mech? I think shield ally's time has passed at this point. If I were going to 3 islands, it would be the upgrade I'd probably go for. Pretty obvious shot there. We'll just pour on the damage on this guy. So if we didn't have the shove, we would just be using the hook and not doing the 2 damage. It's not that far off of what that mech usually does. The damage is nice though, for sure. The boss is down already. We have 5 minutes extra time. The boulder mech being able to run around like that can certainly get some work done. I hope to get at least Silica's double shot for the final battle. That would be really nice to have. We're only going to take 2 from your shots. And that's the 3rd achievement. Back HP on Silica. We obviously did not get the Perfect Island bonus, but nothing unique in here. Let's go ahead and sell these pilots that I don't plan on using. Yeah, we have pilots that have actual skills on them. Henry would be okay, but he's not good enough to give up the bonuses that we have there. Double shot, I think, is obvious, although the damage here would be nice. Double shot. We'll do it. We're heading right into the final battle. No time to lose. We are doing this all in one go. Like I said, I will be doing a run of this team with 3 islands. After this, a completely new, different run. Where I definitely will not use Silica. But I have the opportunity here to show off his double attack lightning, and I'm sure it will come up at some point here. Very likely it'll come up right now. It certainly will. They are doomed! They are finished! Oh man, they don't even have my allies in the line of fire. So, the problem with it is that we're going to kill the link there in the center. What we need to do is rebuild that link. Or otherwise shove my friend over again so that he can do it. Yeah, I've got the way. So, we do this. Step 1. And we stand here with the hookshot mech for step 2. There's a bunch of other ways we could build the circuit, but using the boulder to do it is a little tricky because it shoves enemies around. I'd rather just get it done, like that. That's the good way to do it, because now we have all the enemies dead and only took 2 damage. I'm still in speed mode here, even though the achievement's over, because I want this video to not take an hour or so. We'll keep on flying through at lightning pace. And block that spawn. Looks good. Obviously, you're not meant to take this game so quickly all the time. That's why it's an achievement this time. Pretty rough game if you're going fast and you make mistakes. You can make some really big ones if you're not paying too much attention. So that's why I think the lightning achievement, the 30-minute victory, could really give some new players some hard times. If you're not accustomed to quick thinking, you don't always need the perfect move, you just need to get going. This enemy over here is a pain, actually. We could fire at you. They're really spread out this time. I wish I could stand in the fire, but fire there is instant death no matter what. I see a way to do it. Okay, so we have it, I think. The only enemy I can't seem to get rid of is this one. The fire will kill my mantis. Is that okay with me? Maybe it is. I don't want him to do that shot, obviously. I think I'm just gonna take the 1 grid damage. I guess I could do that. I mean, the problem continues to be that this enemy does not die. He just won't go down. Really annoying placement on him. Yeah, okay, so the 1 grid damage I would take then would be one of those two would hit it, because I've got to focus on this enemy. With actual attacks. He just won't go away. We can pull this one out. That way the Mantis doesn't die. 1 grid for the Mantis's life I think is a solid price to pay. He's really good. I don't want to kill my pilots anyway. Phase 2, final battle. Things have been going reasonably well. We had a lot of trouble protecting objectives in the desert, but we are still doing okay. We didn't take grid damage. That doesn't mean that we won't fail here. This mission is really hard for this team. They have a really hard time locking it down. And I don't think we have a lot of options. The only extra thing we really have, aside from the Mantis Slash, is Silica's double attack, which requires not moving. That's a really big penalty. Not being able to move leads to a lot of trouble. Like, I can't do anything here now or I'll kill the bomb. I could double attack and kill the 2 on the right, but what good does that do me? I could throw the boss in. If I put him in the lava, he won't shoot all of that. Could knock him down once so he misses. And then I would be able to chain and kill one of those issues. Let's take the loss that we need to take, I guess. Which would be the grid on the top left there. I'll kill that enemy up here. That one's dead, and this boss is not firing, so we took 2 grid damage already. We did block a spawn. There's 2 more enemies coming up. The boss is still alive. A resist would have really hit the spot. If I'm being honest, I'd feel a lot better with 6 HP. Now I'm concerned. Quartermack leaves. Make you miss. Oh, I know what to do. Actually, I'm changing that plan. I need to do the Kazakh Slash first. Oh, he can't make it! Well, that's okay. He can still do this. Just do the regular ability. Right. We're taking 2 more grid, and I hate it. But that's just the way it's coming. This time it seems like a much better play than last time. Where's the resist? It's okay. We're okay. I'm not surprised it's coming down to the wire like this, though, with this team. I can back up and use Silica's double shot for this one. No, I can't, because it kills the enemies right. See, it's not as good as I thought it would be. It just doesn't work out for this team because they break the chain. It doesn't work. I would have been better off to stand here and do a regular move. Then I'd be in position at least. On the bright side, we only have 2 enemies left. We can handle it. One of them's a bomb, so practically 1 HP. We don't really need to worry about killing that guy. You know what? That solves it. We don't need to use our whip. We can just end the battle. That's it. That's the one video update of Blitzkrieg that I plan to do in a speed like this. Next time we'll be much more careful. We'll be much more focused on surviving 3 island long journeys and not barreling through as quickly as we can. There's that adaptable victory we've been working on. Looking forward to showing you the real late game for them. I will be switching out the Mantis now for some other pilot. Somebody who I feel like I've played the least out of whoever. We'll see you next time, folks, when we take on the Blitzkrieg 3 island journey.